Yeah. Security James, Joker Ape, Crazy Angry Matt, Chaotic Quinn. This ain't your clean little market show. This is the fucking Ape Cage. This ain't your clean little market show. This is the fucking Ape Cage. Welcome to the cage, now lock that door. Charts on the wall, receipts on the floor. 3 minds in the dark, no fear, no pause. We read the tape, then expose the flaws. Joker ape in the chair with a grin like war. Green hair lit up, crowd screaming for more. Laugh line cut through the purple glare. Finger in the air like, look right fucking there. Red day, I don't blink. Fair play, I gon' think. Suit toss clean, but the numbers stink. So we drag that shit right out the sink. We don't do calm, we clash with facts. Turn quiet violence into thunderclaps. Where they hide the cash, where they bend the rule. We put it on screen and embarrass the fool. Margin whispers, swamps in the smoke. Shorts play games and the whole thing chokes. Leverage stack like a house on sand. Joker ape last with the mic in hand. Scars from the drawdown still won't fold. Bought through the pain while the story got cold. They said we were done, they said we were late. Now welcome your ass to the Ape Cage gate. Lights down, bass hit, crowd loud, truth lit, no script, no shade. Say the fucking name. Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage. We don't do calm, we unlock rage. We don't see lines, we see plays. We don't read news, we read games. Turn that risk into a riot. Turn that talk into a riot. If it's rigged, we gon' defy it. Fuck your fear, we don't stay quiet. Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage. We don't fold hands, we engage. If you scared, stay off the stage. If you ready, unlock that rage. Hey, 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 Chaotic Quinn in the cut, eyes locked in, black boots down when the breakdown begins. She put old bones from the archive dust, find one back claws and the whole thing rust. Yield curve twist, she hears that crack. Basis point bleed, she follows the track. They call it safe, she calls it dress. The covenant trap in the banker's vest. Trenches split into tiny shards. Peel back brass from the house of cards. Small print sharp like a blade in the dark. One wrong word leaves a permanent mark. She don't scream just to make noise. She breaks toys that were built by boys who thought the crowd would never learn how that can bend and bridges burn. If they bluff, she painted red. Whole chat knows what the filing said. Receipt stack, no fantasy spin. Quinn smiles once and the walls cave in. She says that math don't fucking match. That clean report got a dirty cash. That safe little deal, that shit's a bomb. And I found the fuse in paragraph 1. 3 mad acts in the storm, 3 names on a hunt. Every soft lie gets hit from the front. For that shake coming up through the floor. That's the cage, keeping score. Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage. We don't do calm, we unlock rage. We don't see lines, we see plays. We don't read news, we read games. Turn that risk into a riot. Turn that talk into a riot. If it's rigged, we gon' defy it. Fuck your fear, we don't stay quiet. Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage. We don't fold hands, we engage. If you scared, stay off the stage. If you ready, unlock that rage. Hey, 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 Crazy, angry, mad in the booth, voice crack, raw neck vein popping when he sees what he saw. He don't talk cute to the suits on screen. He throws names through the roof when the books turn mean. Swaps like Sudoku, shadows and rolls. Spread jumps once and he's like, I fucking told you. Got a party ghost in the backroom fog. Matt kicks doors like a rabid dog. He maps out bats where the daylight dies. Calls out caps, calls out lies. IOU stack with a smile and a shrug. Then the plumbing breaks and they call it a bug. Banks get nervous, chat goes wild. Matt leans in with that war drum style. Don't tell me it's clean when the trail don't match. Don't sell me smoke, then hide the match. This is bullshit here, bullshit there. Same damn game with a different chair. They cook the books, then they call it fair. Then cry like bitches when ink start to stare. Joker Abe laughs, Quinn pulls files. Matt brings fire from 100 miles. 3 voices loud, 1 cage, 1 show. When the bell rings, everybody knows. This ain't opium, this ain't prayer. This is pressure in the open air. This ain't noise, this ain't fake. This is every ape that would not break. They called us dumb, they called us late. They called us broke, they called us fake. But we still here, still loud, still pissed, still holding receipts in the diamond fair. Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage. We don't do calm, we unlock rage. We don't see lines, we see plays. We don't read
You throw his yarrow and it hens ran by.
Come on, let Brad's chat. Let's get just what? this show on the road. Are you ready? Come on, show us something. Is this it? Get it together down there.
Yeah, you can do better than...
Tat. He's going to lose it. Oh man. Look at the legs.
There's the neck.
Is the show starting yet? We're getting bored. Get this over with.
Yeah, get down here, you ugly animal.
Market. Whole damn thing looks like a casino built on wet cardboard. Wet cardboard? This thing is held together with duct tape, margin calls, expired analyst ratings, and Citadel couch money.
And somehow retail is the dangerous...
Exactly. Retail buys and holds, and suddenly Wall Street somebody acts like released a tiger into a daycare.
Retail investors buy a stock and wait. Hedge funds borrow shares, create synthetic exposure, leverage self into another dimension. And somehow we're the reckless ones.
It's amazing. A guy with a Brokerage app is apparently a threat to civilization, but billion-dollar funds blowing up every few years is just called market dynamics.
The market has become that guy at a party who insists he's fine while actively falling down a staircase.
Every earnings season feels like financial improv comedy. Nobody knows what's happening, but everybody keeps talking like they're prophets.
Analysts miss estimates by a mile and then explain why being completely wrong was actually bullshit.
Guys, have you ever wondered how stoned Security James is to come up with this kind of shit?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Well, I'm stoned as hell right now, but you've got to be so high, you're rocked into Pluto.
You got that piece plot to you.
He is.
I love those headlines.
I love those headlines. Stock goes up 20%, bullish. Stock goes up 20%, bullish. Stock goes 30%, bullish. Stock goes down 30%, bull. Surprisingly bullish. I love those to bully. Company catches fire, long-term bullish.
That's because confidence is free. Accuracy costs money. Unless you are us, then you can be right and still get kicked in the diamond balls like on X.
Yeah, Security James has been kicked in his diamond nuts so many times on X, they have had to crack.
Nope. A CEO could announce they're replacing the accounting department with raccoons, and somebody on television would call it innovative.
Disruptive woodland-based accounting solutions.
Strong raccoon fundamentals.
Price target raised.
Meanwhile, Andrew Leff still talks like he found a short thesis in a gas station bathroom.
Every interview sounds like he discovered market research scribbled on a back of a lottery ticket. Why are we talking about Security James's diamond nuts? Matt, what crazy thing were you rambling about earlier? Wall Street's favorite strategy is saying things loudly enough that nobody notices they're guessing.
Half the financial media is just fortune-telling with better lighting.
And every time retail refuses to panic sell, they act like it's a glitch in the Matrix.
They're sitting there asking, why won't they leave? Because people figured out holding a stock isn't actually a complex military operation.
The real comedy is watching billion-dollar institutions get confused by basic patience.
You know what would be funny as hell?
Every time you say that, somebody ends up in a ball pit.
What if Charles the Gas Bag had to fight Wee Wee Weee Man?
Honestly, that's still more transparent than most market activity.
How much weed did you smoke? That is literally the fight we are about to watch.
Sweet.
Oh, and I definitely hit the 3-foot Halloween bong.
And somehow it's still easier to understand than a hedge fund earnings call.
At least in a fight, when somebody gets punched, you know who hit him.
Unlike the market, where a stock drops 15% and everybody spends 3 weeks pretending they know why.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to modern finance.
Where nothing makes sense, everything is billish, and somehow retail still gets blamed for all the do-with-the-things.
And that is why we are here a loudmouth idiot with all for the broken mic fight a Wee Wee Wee, a lunatic like Wee 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 Man instead.
Wait a second.
Look at this, Matt. A new Trump stuff scam. Sorry product about tightening your cheeks? Oh no.
Please tell me this is not real.
Trump Trend Stuff presents Treasury Chic Tightening Gel. God, our economy is one dumpster fire after another.
At least they don't have Puppet Master gummies anymore. When the economy gets scredged, squeezed, and sore,
tighten the cheek and call it growth.
Roll the fucking commercial already!
Hi, I'm Scott Bessent, Secretary of the Treasure Chest. When the economy feels stretched, swollen, and politically uncomfortable, I reach for Treasury Cheek Tightening Gel. Have tariffs left your market feeling raw, irritated, and squeezed in all the wrong places? Are consumers clenching at checkout while Wall Street pretends it's just temporary pressure? That's why Trump End Stuff created Treasury Cheek Tightening Gel. It tightens liquidity, smooths over panic, and helps you sit through another press conference. Just apply a small amount directly to the affected market. In seconds, that painful economic swelling starts looking like fiscal discipline. Whether it's margin pressure, tariff friction, or a sudden case of over-leveraged cheek, Treasury Cheek Tightening Gel helps Wall Street smile through the burn. Now available in 3 strengths: soft landing squeeze, liquidity lock, and executive clench. For maximum coverage when the numbers are ugly, but the speech still has to sound beautiful. Side effects may include higher prices, tighter consumers, and sudden explanations from people in expensive suits. Ask your banker if Treasury Cheek Tightening Gel is right for your portfolio. Treasury Cheek Tightening Gel from Trump End Stuff. When the economy gets stretched, squeezed, and sore, tighten the cheek and call it growth.
Treasury Cheek Tightening Gel from Trump End Stuff. When the economy gets stretched, squeezed, and sore, tighten the cheek and call it growth. Trump and Stuff. Rub it in, spin it out, and walk away golden.
Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage, where the market is fake, the balls are plastic, and tonight, one loudmouth is about to discover that gravity has better research than cable news.
AMEC strong! Ape's not leaving! Short but ape 2-2.
I'm Charles the Gas Bag, king of loud opinions and zero receipts. You apes don't scare me. I brought attitude, a busted mic, and absolutely no shame.
Gasbag, you brought a busted microphone to a cage fight? That's cute, you loudmouth little bitch. I brought these hands, this ball pit, and a whole lot of bad fucking decisions for you.
welcome to the AMC Ape Cage, you beautiful maniacs! We got a steel cage, a Chucky-style ball pit from hell, purple and gold lights, and one tiny gas bag about to get recycled!
I'm the king of chaos. I built this fucking cage. I lit the circus. Joker Ape is home. Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage.
Round 1, baby. Gasbag versus Wee 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 Man. No receipts. No escape. Now ring the damn bell.
I want a good smackdown from Wee 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 Man! Okay, now let's get it on.
You little piss ball pit gremlin! I got a busted mic, smelly undies, and a big mouth.
Good. Keep talking, shitbag. That mouth is about to bounce across this ball pit.
There they are, Charles the Gas Bag, gripping that busted microphone like it's a financial research report. And Wee 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 Man already looks ready to fold him into the ball pit. Wee Man closes the distance immediately. Gas Bag tries to stand his ground, but look at the size difference. Gas Bag swings first, and Wee Man barely reacts. That little microphone shot did absolutely nothing. Wait a minute, the ball pit is fighting back. One of those balls just bit Gas Bag. Wee Man grabs him. Gas Bag is getting dragged through the plastic balls like a toy somebody forgot to put away. Gas Bag tries to scramble away, but Wee Man spins him around and sends him flying across the pit. Wee Man follows him down and keeps the pressure on. Gas Bag is covering up, but there is nowhere to hide inside this cage. Gas Bag is back on his knees, still holding that microphone. He is trying to talk his way out of the beating. Wee Man grabs him from behind. Gas Bag is fighting the hands, kicking through the balls, trying anything he can to escape. Gas Bag finally gets turned loose, but look at him. He can barely stand, and Wee Man is waiting for him to make another mistake. Gas Bag charges and gets planted straight into the ball pit. Wee Man is digging him out. Gas Bag is trying to crawl away, but Wee Man has him by the robe. Gas Bag is back up, but Wee Man has complete control. He lifts him, turns him, and throws him back into the pit. Gas Bag finally gets turned loose, but look at him. He can barely stand, and Wee Man is waiting for him to make another mistake. Wee Man catches him again. Gas Bag gets spun around and launched across the cage like a tiny screaming lawn dart. Now Wee Man is climbing. He is heading up the cage while Gas Bag is still buried below. Wee Man jumps. Huge splash into the ball pit. Somehow Gas Bag is moving. He is trying to crawl out from underneath the plastic balls. Wee Man is climbing again. Gas Bag survived the first splash, so Wee Man is going even higher. Wee Man comes down again. A second massive splash. Balls flying everywhere. Charles the Gas Bag has officially been turned into a Pundit Pancake. Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage.
Gas Bag is talking before the fight even starts. Somebody tell him the microphone is not a shield. He is staring up at Wee Man like he just discovered the consequences section of the report. Even the plastic balls are tired of hearing him talk. Let go of him. Actually, never mind. Keep fighting. Wee Man is laughing at him. Gas Bag brought a broken microphone. Wee Man is laughing at him. Gas Bag brought a broken microphone to a fist fight. He cannot get his feet underneath him. Every time he stands up, Wee Man knocks him right back down. Look at those balls explode everywhere. Gas Bag is skipping across that cage like a bad check. He wanted attention. Well, now he has all of Wee Man. That strategy works on television, but it does not work when a lunatic is standing directly behind you. He is not escaping. Wee Man has him locked up like overdue collateral. He has the microphone up again. Charles, that thing has not helped you once. He disappeared. All I can see is gray hair, plastic balls, and one terrible career decision. He is dragging him back into the center. This is about to become a Pundit Pancake. That microphone is still in his hand. He is committed to the bit. I will give him that. He is bouncing through those balls. Somebody check whether his dignity landed in another zip code. Gas Bag has no idea where he is. Look up, Charles. The problem is above you. Gas Bag has been flattened. That is the first official Pundit Pancake of the night. He is attempting a comeback, but he can barely lift that busted microphone. This is unnecessary, irresponsible, and exactly like he built the cage. Gas Bag is gone. The microphone is gone. I think the only thing left is one boot and a patch of gray hair. Wee 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 Man wins, and for once, the loudest man in the building has absolutely nothing left to say.
Charles, the Gas Bag, the Wee 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 Man!
That man is not pinned. That man is getting slow cooked in the children's section of bad decisions. He is drowning in consequences, primary color, and whatever prehistoric disease has been living rent-free in that ball pit since 1997. Look at him! One boot is twitching. The cape is gone. His dignity just floated past the yellow ball and said, "I'm not with him." This was not a match. This was not a fight. This was not even a competition. This was a full-body clown audit with foam padding. He came in here talking like cable news. He left looking like a rejected Happy Meal toy that got recalled for emotional damage.
Premium solutions for problems we may have created.
I just got out of central casting, sent here by my real bosses, the bank CEOs. I mean, President Trump. Whoops, almost screwed that up. I'm here today to explain why I don't fully understand what cutting rates will do when inflation might already be headed to Pluto. Is too much nonsense making your facial complexion turn white as a ghost? Are you standing in front of cameras trying to explain that inflation is fine and markets are fine and the banks are fine? Are you telling the public that everything is totally, completely fine while your face says, I have no idea what's happening?
Then just rub on Market Miracle Tanner. It takes that pale, convicted ghost appearance and transforms it into the rich, golden Mar-a-Lago glow. Then just rub on Market Miracle Tanner. It takes that pale, convicted ghost appearance and transforms it into the rich, golden Mar-a-Lago glow.
Now available in 3 shades: soft landing bronze, liquidity gold, and executive immunity orange. When inflation goes to Pluto and your credibility goes underground, don't explain it, tan over it.
Rub it in, Trock McAbuilder.
Spin it out, walk away golden.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Kevin, can one little bottle really cover that much panic? With Market Miracle Tanner, the answer is yes. It covers fear, confusion, and uncomfortable questions, and for our putting the truth where America can finally see it. Market Miracle Tanner. You can throw as much bullshit as needed and still get the Mar-a-Lago gold. Trump in stuff. Rub it in, spin it out, walk away golden.
Turn that motherfucking bass up. They see the mask. They don't know what broke before Joker Ape took control. Cold-blooded forever, bitch. Open the cage. Southside niggas cold wind through the screen. Sirens outside while my mother tried to drink. Roaches in that kitchen, bill stack high. Learn real young, swallow tears and survive. Oldest boy, so they put that weight on me. Stand in front of the family, be what they need. I buried every feeling like pain in the vault. Took responsibility when it wasn't my fault. Didn't kiss, I came fast 13 fucking days. 1 minute she was here, and I'm praying at her grave. 52 years old, tell me how that shit is fair. I kept reaching for my mother, but nobody was there. My brother went to war, never made it back. Another name in my heart, another hole painted black. Everybody said be strong, so I carried the load. Put grief behind my eyes and kept walking the road. 20 years in banking, smiling through the strap. Watching rich men read the game and caught that success. Then I was security, protecting everyone else. While the man in the uniform was screaming for help. I stayed calm, kept my fists closed, but pain don't disappear because you hide it well. Sometimes a good man cracks and drags the devil out of hell. Rumble, make that whole fucking floor shake. Rumble, let the walls and the damn doors break. Every scar got a story to tell. Security James built the cage. Joker Ape raised hell. We buy, we hold, we fight, we don't fold. Years in the fire made the blood run cold. Middle fingers high if you live through the pain. Security James is the man. Joker Ape is the rain. I'm the voice he restrained, every lie he ate, every ounce of buried anger, every wound, every weight. I'm the grin in the darkness, the joke at the weight. What happens when a good man takes all he can take? They call retail stupid while they robbed us in suits. So shit they never owned and buried the proof. Buy button, vanish television, blame the crowd. But the motherfuckers cheating were the ones talking loud. Fake heroes so home for clicks and views. Became strangers when the money fell through. Everybody screams family when the spotlight is bright and runs like a bitch when it's time to stand and fight. I'm digging through records they don't want you to see. FTDs of the smoke, hitting swaps underneath. Token outside doors, synthetic fucking shit. A rig casino smiling while it steals from the blast. Laugh at the pain, laugh at the name. I built this motherfucking cage from betrayal and pain. Every track, every show, every word that I spit. I took a book in life and made a weapon from it. I carry my family.
I carried the anger.
I bury my mother.
Her blood's in the fight.
They tried breaking the man.
Now the ape's breaking loose.
I don't need black trucks or bricks in the stash. I built mine with a microphone, be searching fast. Seen broke men stand tall and rich cowards collapse. Seen a handshake turn worthless when pressure attacks. I came from dark apartments in cold city streets. Moved north, but the south side stayed inside of me. Different zip code, same scars underneath. Still wake up some nights grinding holes in my teeth. Promised my mother I would carry dad through. Walk beside him every mile that God lets me do. When this road is finished and it's time here is through, I'll place his hand in hers. I brought him back to you. Every joke has a scar, every scream has a heart. I'm not cold because I never felt pain. I'm cold because I survived. What should have made me insane? Fuck you approval, fuck your industry game. Fuck every week motherfucker throwing dirt on my name. I built the music that showed the characters cool. When nobody opened the door, I kicked that bitch through. Purple lights flash, gold chain swing, whole Ape Cage roaring when the entrance bells ring. Crazy angry man, chaotic when bring flames. 3 voices, 1 family. Remember the names. Rumble, make the whole fucking floor shake. Rumble, let the walls and the damn doors break. Every star got a story to tell. Security James built the cage. Joker Ape raised hell. We buy, we hold, we fight, we don't fold. Pressure made diamonds, suffering made gold. Hands in the sky if you live through the rain. Security James is the heart. Joker Ape is the pain. They thought the mask was hiding me. It showed them what the pain created. Still cold-blooded, still carrying the dead in the heart. The bullshit is over. The cage is locked. Joker Ape is in this bitch. Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage. Blah, blah.
Before we close tonight, I want to take the mask off for a moment and speak to every person watching, not as Joker Ape, not as a host, not as somebody trying to entertain you, but simply as James. Through all the laughter tonight, through the music, the hecklers, the Trump and Stuff commercials, the puppets, the fight, the chaos, and the premiere of The Mask Was Never Hiding Me, there was a purpose behind all of it. None of this was created just to make noise. None of it was built just so people could laugh for a few hours and then forget about it tomorrow. The comedy is there because sometimes the truth is so frustrating, so ridiculous, and so painful that the only way to get people to stop and look at it is to make them laugh first. But underneath those laughs is something serious. Underneath the face paint, the music, and the madness is a warning, and more importantly, a message to ordinary people who are tired, overworked, worried about their families, worried about their retirement, and wondering why it feels like they keep doing everything right while still falling further behind. There were two things I wanted to show you tonight. The first is that distraction has become one of the most powerful weapons ever used against ordinary people. Every day we are handed another argument, another scandal, another celebrity story, another political shouting match, another culture war, another sports debate, and another reason to fight with the person standing next to us. We are encouraged to spend our energy arguing over who wore what dress, who insulted whom, which team won the championship, which celebrity is dating somebody new, or which politician delivered the best insult. Meanwhile, decisions that affect our homes, our pensions, our savings, our jobs, and our children's futures are being made quietly, far away from the people who will ultimately pay the price. I am not saying that entertainment does not matter. I love music. I love comedy. I created an entire show around both. We all deserve moments of joy, especially when life is beating the hell out of us. But entertainment should be a break from reality. It should not be used to keep us permanently blind to reality. While the public is being kept busy, the debt continues to grow. The financial system continues to create new layers of complexity that most people are never taught to understand. Reports from institutions such as the Bank for International Settlements have warned about enormous dollar obligations hidden within foreign exchange swaps, derivatives, and off-balance sheet arrangements. Those obligations may not appear where an ordinary person expects to see debt, but that does not mean the risk disappears. It means the risk becomes harder to follow. It moves through offshore entities, private contracts, clearing systems, banks, funds, counterparties, and markets that most working families never even knew existed. Then, when something breaks, the public is told that nobody could have seen it coming. We have heard that before. We heard it during previous financial crises. We heard it when banks failed, when funds collapsed, when retirement accounts were crushed, when homes were lost, and when ordinary people were told to accept the pain because saving the system was supposedly more important than saving the people trapped underneath it. We also need to ask difficult questions about the sudden excitement surrounding enormous private companies, future public offerings, index inclusion, private market valuations, retirement funds, and institutional liquidity. SpaceX may be an extraordinary company, and its technology may be worth celebrating, but that should never prevent us from asking how a potential IPO could be used by the broader market. Would it simply be an opportunity for the public to invest in innovation, or could it also provide liquidity, collateral value, exit opportunities, and fresh demand for institutions already carrying enormous exposure elsewhere? Those are fair questions. Asking them does not make somebody a conspiracy theorist. It makes them a participant in a financial system that directly affects their life. The public has every right to ask whether new products and major listings are being created because the economy is healthy or because powerful institutions need another source of liquidity to keep the machinery running. I believe another major financial reckoning will come. I do not say that because I want people to suffer. I do not want anybody to lose a home. I do not want a father sitting at his kitchen table wondering how he will feed his children. I do not want a mother opening her retirement statement and realizing that 20 or 30 years of sacrifice disappeared while somebody on television tells her to remain calm. I do not want hardworking people reaching the age when they should finally be able to rest, only to discover that the rules changed AF. I say this because pretending the danger does not exist will not protect anybody. I say it with complete seriousness, and I swear on my mother's memory that I believe the consequences will be real if the debt, leverage, hidden obligations, and liquidity problems continue to be ignored. And when that moment comes, the wealthiest people and institutions will not be standing there confused. They will be prepared. They will have cash. They will have access to information, legal teams, financial advisors, credit facilities, and opportunities that most ordinary families will never be offered. While working people are selling assets because they need money to survive, the people at the top will be buying those same assets at enormous discounts. They will buy homes, land, businesses, stocks, debt, and distressed property for a fraction of what it was worth before the crash. Then, years later, they will call themselves brilliant investors. They will say they created wealth through discipline and vision, while forgetting to mention that their greatest opportunities were purchased from people who had no choice but to sell. That is the part that should make every one of us angry. Not angry at our neighbors, not angry at people who look different, vote differently, worship differently, or come from a different part of the country. We should be angry at a system that repeatedly divides ordinary people while quietly transferring more ownership, more influence, and more power upward. They benefit when we fight each other because people who are busy fighting horizontally never look vertically. We argue with one another while the people controlling the biggest pools of money rewrite the rules, change the definitions, move the risk, and prepare for the next opportunity. That brings me to the second thing I wanted to show you tonight. There has always been one set of rules for the people at the top and another set for the rest of us. Think about what most of us were taught growing up. We were told to work hard, follow the rules, pay our bills, save what we could, contribute to a retirement account, and trust the professionals. But how many of us were actually taught how the professionals operate? How many schools teach children how stocks, bonds, options, derivatives, interest rates, credit, inflation, taxes, mortgages, pensions, or retirement funds really work? How many students graduate understanding how to read a financial statement, research a company, question a fee, protect their credit, or determine what is actually inside their 401k? Many people are not even taught how to balance a checkbook or build an emergency fund before they are offered student loans, credit cards, car loans, and decades of debt. That is not because ordinary people are too stupid to understand finance. It is because an informed public is harder to exploit. A person who understands interest asks better questions before signing a loan. A worker who understands fees starts asking how much of their retirement is being taken every year. An investor who understands settlement, leverage, collateral, and derivatives becomes harder to silence with a 5-minute television explanation. A citizen who understands how debt and liquidity move through the system stops accepting everything is fine as a complete answer. We were taught how to become workers, borrowers, consumers, and taxpayers. We were not consistently taught how to become owners, investigators, or participants who understand the machine. Yet we are the people who keep that machine alive. We are the people who build the roads, protect the neighborhoods, stock the shelves, drive the trucks, care for the sick, teach the children, repair the power lines, work overnight shifts, and open businesses. We are the people sent to fight wars created by people whose children will probably never see a battlefield. We are the people who sacrifice our bodies, our time, our marriages, and sometimes our lives in the name of money, influence, power, and national interest. We carry this country through blood, sweat, tears, grief, and exhaustion. But we are often the last people told where the risk is hiding. I understand what it feels like to be tired. I understand what it feels like to carry responsibilities that nobody else can see. I understand what it feels like to smile, perform, make people laugh, and keep moving while something inside you is hurting. I understand why people stop looking at their retirement statements. Sometimes they are afraid of what they will see. Sometimes they are working so many hours that they do not have the energy to study the financial system at night. Sometimes the language is deliberately made so complicated that they feel embarrassed to ask questions. But there is no shame in not having been taught something. The shame belongs to a system that benefits from keeping people confused. Follow the money. Follow the debt. Follow the collateral. Follow the liquidity. Follow who benefits when prices rise, and follow who is positioned to benefit when everything falls. Do not allow anybody to make you feel foolish for wanting to understand what is being done with your own money. Do not allow a title, a television studio, an expensive suit, or a government position to convince you that somebody is beyond being questioned. Accountability is not disrespect. Transparency is not dangerous. Asking where the money went should never be treated like a crime. Some people will look at me and see the green hair, the face paint, the anger, the music, and the comedy, and they will say, "This guy is nothing but a joker." That is fine. Let them laugh. Because the mask was never hiding me. The mask was revealing me. It was showing you the frustration, the pain, the defiance, and the part of me that refused to stay quiet. It was showing you what I had to become to cut through all the noise and finally get people to listen. Sometimes the person dressed like a fool is the only one willing to walk into the king's court and say what everybody else is afraid to say. I do not need anybody to call me a hero. I am not perfect. I have made mistakes. I have gotten angry. I have trusted the wrong people. I have been hurt, embarrassed, exhausted, and misunderstood. I am simply a man who believes that ordinary people deserve a fighting chance. I believe the person working 60 hours a week deserves to know what is happening to their retirement. I believe the veteran, the teacher, the nurse, the factory worker, the truck driver, the single parent, the small business owner, and the person living paycheck to paycheck deserve more than another lecture about patience, while the people at the top continue protecting themselves. I created this show because laughter can open a door that anger alone cannot. I created the hecklers because sometimes the voices in our heads need to be brought out into the open. I created the commercials because the promises made by powerful people can sound ridiculous when we finally hear them without the polished packaging. I created the fight because this system has always felt like a cage match where ordinary people are told to follow rules their opponents are allowed to ignore. And I created The Mask Was Never Hiding Me because I wanted you to understand that Joker Ape is not an escape from who I am. He is the part of me that refuses to surrender. Tonight was fun. It was supposed to be fun. We need laughter. We need music. We need moments where we can breathe and remember that we are still alive. But tomorrow, when the lights are off and the show is over, I hope something from tonight stays with you. I hope you open that statement. I hope you ask that question. I hope you teach your children something about money that nobody taught you. I hope you stop believing that financial knowledge belongs only to wealthy people, bankers, politicians, and institutions. It belongs to you because it is your labor, your savings, your retirement, and your future they are managing. I may not be the hero you wanted. Truthfully, I never asked to be one. But maybe I was the voice you needed. Maybe I was the joker you needed, the one loud enough, stubborn enough, and crazy enough to tell you to stop watching the distractions and start watching the money. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Show compassion to people who are struggling, because many of them are carrying battles you cannot see. Do not let the system turn you against your neighbors. Do not surrender your ability to think. Do not stop asking questions just because powerful people would prefer silence. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for laughing with us, listening to us, and stepping inside this cage with us. The mask was never hiding me. It was trying to wake you up. Welcome to the AMC Ape Cage, because apes don't break.
Joker Ape, Southside and Northbrook, damn. I am the one you denied. It was a problem every time I tried, but I'm alright. I can't put the bullshit aside, cause I know I can accept it any way that I can. Hopefully one day I can be your man. I try for whatever it can be worth. Just remember I never played you first, yeah. Girl, you know what it was. We had that real shit before it was love. Every damn time I tried to step up, somebody or something fucked it all up. I was the one standing there in the hurt. You was the one I wanted from the first. Just remember when this pain gets worse, I never played you first. I moved from the south side, I the Northbrook cold. Different streets, different faces, different stories being told. I ain't fit it right away, I was guarded as hell. Southside in my blood, you could probably tell. Then I met you, girl, in the whole room changed. You ain't look at me funny, you ain't treat me strange. We talked all the time, hung out every day, laughing my dumb shit, letting out fade away. You was the first one there when that new life hit. Had me thinking maybe Northbrook wasn't all bullshit. Phone calls late night, inside jokes on repeat. Walking around like friends, but that teacher ran deep. I wanted to ask you, I had the words in my chest, but every time I tried, life came fucking with the test. Somebody step between us, something killed the vibe. Bad time and wrong moment, same pain every time. I get close and pull back cause the moment got right. I ain't saying you owe me, I ain't saying you lied, but you knew damn well what I felt inside. I knew you felt something even if you played cool. We was young, we was scared, we ain't know what to do. I am the one you denied. It was a problem every time I tried, but I'm alright. I can put the bullshit aside, cause I know I can accept it any way that I can. Hopefully one day I can be your man. I try for whatever it can be worth. Just remember I never played you first, yeah. Girl, you know what it was. We had that real shit before it was love. Every damn time I tried to step up, somebody or something fuck it all up. I was the one standing there in the hurt. You was the one I wanted from the first. Just remember when this pain gets worse, I never played you. You was the girl I kept thinking about, even when I acted tough. I had that south side on my own, but with you it wasn't enough. You got past the attitude, past the jokes and the pride. Had me wanting something real, but I kept that shit inside, cause I didn't wanna ruin it, didn't wanna lose my place, didn't wanna ask too soon and watch you change your face. But damn, girl, do you know what that did? To be right that close but never cross that bridge. We could talk for hours, could laugh like fools, but the second I got serious, here come life with no rules. A friend showed up, a rumor got started, a bad day hit somebody to part. Every time I had courage, something blocked the lane, like the universe itself was addicted to my pain. You became the one name that don't lead a mind, that what if ghost that keep walking behind. Girl, I ain't mad, I just remember too much. The way we used to talk, the way we almost touched, the way I look at you and hide what I meant, the way I go home pissed, cause the moment got spent. Now years go by, but the memory still breathes. Northbrook night still stuck in my dreams. Southside kid trying to learn new ground. First girl I met had my heart locked down. I ain't writing this I never played you first. I never played you first. I am the one you denied. It was a problem every time I tried, but I'm alright. I can put the bullshit aside, cause I know I can accept it any way that I can. Hopefully one day I can be your man. I try for whatever we can be worth. Just remember I never played you first, yeah. Girl, you know what it was. We had that real shit before it was love. Every damn time I try to step up, somebody or something fucked it all up. I was the one standing there in the hurt. You was the one I wanted from the first. Just remember when this pain gets worse, I never played you first. South side of Northbrook. First girl I met, first one that made that place feel different. You know who you are. You was the girl that got away. Security James. Joker A. I never played you first, yeah. Joker A. Joker A. Pressure made me. Chaos raised me. Don't test what you can't control. Don't fuck with Joker A. Don't play with my cage. I turn all this pressure into war in my veins. Bass hit hard, let it shake through the pain. I came from the chaos, now they all know my name. Don't fuck with Joker A, bitch, I'm not the same. Smile on my face, but I'm built out of rage. I don't need peace, I need space, I need stage. My cage, my rules, my time, my name. Fucking with a beast keeper, you don't wanna meet this. Lyrical meat cleaver, every bar leave them speechless. People keep talking like it ain't even that deep. To the base, hit hard and wake up the whole street. I wouldn't fuck with me either, only heaven can help you. Been searching for respect, like the legend is dealt to no failure. Hell of a story when I step in the frame. Joker Ape in the dark, everybody know the name. I got mob ties in my mind, cold grind, and my spirit pain talk loud, but they don't wanna hear it. I was built by pressure, baptized by rage, turned every locked door into my own damn state. They said calm down, I said fuck that. They said fall back, I said trust that. I've been too quiet, I've been too nice, now every damn bar got a butcher knife. Don't fuck with Joker, hey. Don't play with my cage. I turned all this pressure into war in my veins. Bass hit hard, let it shake through the pain. I came from the chaos, now they all know my name. Don't fuck with Joker, hey, bitch, I'm not the same. Smile on my face, but I'm built out of rage. I don't need peace, I need space, I need stage. My cage, my rules, my time, my name. Motherfucker, I handle you. Any avenue, average man flipped in to an animal. Heavy with the cadence, every line got attitude. I don't need permission, I was born to break the rules. Reload with precision, every word got ammunition. Dark thoughts spinning like a bad transmission. Break the beat down, you should see the handle. Street talk the child, I ain't read no manuals. Problem child, what I'm involved in now. Dozen dirty voices in my head get loud. I've been counted out, left broke, left down. Now I walk in the room and make the whole crowd bow. Chasing green was a dream when the nights got wild, but the money never healed what they did to the child. So I built me a monster with a grin in the ground. Joker Ape in the cage, but I own it now. Lock me down, I get louder. Push me back, I get prouder. Pain or gold, that's the power. No fear when the cage starts shaking. On these streets, I'm a beast, I don't feast on the weak. I feast on the doubt when they thought I wouldn't speak. Turn trauma in the thunder, turn silence in the heat. Now the whole damn cage got a pulse from the beat. Sneaky as fuck, I don't think I learned enough. Had to grow up fast when the world got rough. Shut the fuck up when the pressure erupt. I've been carrying pain, now I'm calling this bluff. Who on what? I'm 10 deep in my own mind. 10 different scars from the same old grind. Muscle like a mobster, hands be nasty. I move shaky, I move classy. We ferocious, all focus, no folding. Throw heat from the chest when the beat starts rolling. Soldiers in the dark, everybody get cautious. You don't want smoke with the one they call monstrous. Poof, I'm gone. Poof, I reappear. Laugh too loud when the room don't see clear. Black suit, gold chain, scars in the mirror. Every damn year make the vision more severe. Don't fuck with Joker, hey. Don't play with my cage. I turn all this pressure into war in my veins. Bass hit hard, let it shake through the pain. I came from the chaos, now they all know my name. Don't fuck with Joker, hey. Bitch, I'm not the same. Smile on my face,
Welcome to the cage.
I don't need peace, I need space.
Round and round we go.
Hope you're not afraid of heights.
This ride never stops!
Enjoy the fall.
Well, that escalated fast. You haven't seen chaos yet.
Aw, don't leave yet. We're just getting started.
That's a wrap. Or is it?
Good night.